Okay, we are in August and the weather is hot and dry. If you've been growing that vegetable garden all spring, you're going to want to pay attention to this video because insects and diseases may be ready to eat your vegetables. Okay, so right now, many of our vegetables, the tomatoes are getting good in size. Some of your spring vegetables may have been long gone, and now you've planted some summer crops. Or maybe because it's even August, you're starting to think about planting some cool season like lettuce and broccoli for the fall. Right now, insects are everywhere. Powdery mildew is about to start tackling your cucumbers, any of your zucchini, squash. So you want to pay attention to what's going on in the garden. I'm not a big fan of applying a lot of insecticides or fungicides to the vegetables. However, there are times. There are certain things that are just going to be attacking them no matter what you're doing. So you want to pay attention to what's going on and know what crop you're growing and what they're prone to. So cucumbers and some of your zucchinis, they're prone to powdery mildews. We're starting to get reports on powdery mildew. I saw some of my own. So you want to be using as many of the natural products. I'm also not a fan of a lot of the home remedies. You have to keep in mind, if somebody's selling you on a formula for killing insects on your own by mixing a bunch of products together, just because they're natural, they're still a killer. If they're killing the insect, it's still a poison. So whatever concoction you're mixing, even if it's with your everyday remedies, it's still a poison and it's still killing insects. So be cautious. I prefer packaged stuff for this very use if I'm going to be consuming it. So when it comes to insecticides, there's lots of products that are naturals, meaning bacteria. So this is a Bacillus thuringiensis, a mixture of a beneficial bacteria. It's present in nature anyway, kind of supercharging it. Many of these are only good for caterpillar type insects. So again, if you know your crop gets attacked by some kind of caterpillar, like a morph larvae, then these are great for prevention. But if I'm starting to have insects and I'm seeing an infestation, if I see I'm getting lots of holes in the leaves and I can't find it, then you need to use something a little bit stronger in my experience. You can get into spinosad. It's been one of the newest insecticides out there. Again, OMRI certified, they're organic by nature, but I'm an advocate of that. Organic just means of natural sources. Doesn't mean that it's safe. So just because something's organic, don't convince yourself that it's meaning that it's safe. It's still a poison. So use it sparingly, use it when you need it, use the right product in the right quantity. But sometimes even those aren't doing it. If I'm getting holes, like if I'm getting a lot of holes and I never see the insect, it's probably earwigs. Earwigs could be coming out at night, so take a look around. The reality is, if I'm getting holes and I'm not finding insects, or I just can't see the insects as they're small, 7 Dust is a relatively mild but yet effective insecticide. It's been around for, it was well in use for years, well before I even started. I like using 7 Dust for some of the more noxious insects like earwigs. I just say it because they're devastating to a crop. But I just don't apply it to the plants. If you're not seeing the insect on your plant at the time during the day when you're out looking at it, that means it's probably nocturnal. It's spending the hot days down in the mulch in the bottom of your garden. Then at night, it's crawling up the stem and coming through. You can use something conventional like a 7 Dust and just sprinkle it around the base. The little dusters, they're intended to sprinkle on the foliage of the plants, but it's highly toxic to bees. It's the big negative to it. So I don't put it on the flowers, I don't put it on the stems, sprinkle it around the base of the plant. Very, very effective towards a lot of insecticides, while again, use the right product in a small amount when it's not being exposed to your vegetable itself. It's just being around the base. Just what works for me. You have to work what's comfortable for you. Some of these others that are neem are a fungicide, miticide, and insecticide. These are very mild. I don't find them to be the most effective, but they are organic. They are an all-purpose. And again, if you're getting your vegetables, everything you buy has been sprayed with something. So you do your homework, feel what's comfortable, spray your vegetables to get the fun of it. If you do not spray something into getting powdery mildew, or you know that crop's prone to powdery mildew, you're going to lose the whole crop anyway. So in my experience, spray the foliage, try not to spray it on the flowers or the fruit, you're limiting your exposure. On the other side, if you're noticing that you're getting bad fungus infections, you're getting a powder of fuzz over the top of the foliage. If I know I have cucumbers, zucchinis, anything that's prone to powdery mildews, but I'm not getting symptoms yet, This is a great product also. It's another bacteria, it's natural bacteria. You're kind of just supercharging the plant's own defenses against powdery mildews. And so this is great as a preventative. And, but copper is an old faithful. Copper-based fungicides, again, have been around since the beginning of time. They're organic certified, but it's a great purpose. If you're starting to notice a fungus running through your tomatoes, running through your cucumbers, you're gonna lose the whole crop. And by the time these plants really stop putting energy into producing a big tomato, it sucks up a whole lot of energy out of that plant. So you need a lot of time and energy. The disease is only gonna get worse. So I recommend, especially with tomatoes, if you're getting infected leaves, typically they're starting at the bottom, pick the infected leaves off, spray down the uninfected leaves in order to help prevent it. Just be mindful if you have to get on the fruit, wash your fruit really well before eating, but at least you're in control of what you're applying and you're giving that plant a fighting chance. If you do nothing, you're gonna lose it. So outside of that, I hope that helps. Do your own homework, treat with what you feel comfortable with, but here are just some options. Hope that helps. Thanks.